Welcome into Hand Raised Guys, presented by Comer Heating and Air, Southern Air Conditioning and Heating. My name is Neal McCready. I'm joined by Chase Parham. You likely know that by now. Here on this Thursday evening, 4:06. Is that what it says? I don't know. Well, I don't know.
4:06. Yes, that's correct.
4:06.
Right now, 4:06.
I'm tired today, and so when I'm tired by late in the day, I can't read the computer as well without my readers.
Oh, really?
That's where we are.
It diminishes as the day goes?
Yeah, you'll get there one day. You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see. It's apparently that's a common thing.
I'm already blind in this one, so that's a problem.
There you go. Yeah, you have something to look forward to.
Halfway there.
Yeah, you have something to look forward to. We're brought to you by Comer Heating and Air, Southern Air Conditioning and Heating. I always tell you guys this every week, like, hey, you got time. You got time. You're going to want to run the heater Monday probably at your house. There is quite the cold front coming down.
30s, right?
Perhaps lower, impacting the entire, really, country, including the southern part of the country. Yes. Oh, yes. There's concern in places like Florida where they're just not used to that kind of cold this time of year, where it gets really cold. If you have some doubts and you live in North Mississippi, if you live in Oxford, Batesville, Tupelo, those areas, you should absolutely call Comer. Get them to come out real quick, check your heater, make sure it's good to go. Monday would not be the day to find out that, nope, it doesn't work, or nope, I've got a problem. 662-801-1777. If you live in Memphis, South Haven, Hernando, Olive Branch, Lewisburg, those areas, call Southern. 662-429-4429. I'm in the Clark Ford studio, so is Chase. Clark Ford is in Amory, Mississippi, 662-257-1900. Call that number. Ask for our buddy Corey Clark. Tell Corey what Ford product you're looking for. He'll send you a quote within 15 minutes in business hours, right to the bottom line. No hassle, no haggle. You get your quote. The rest is up to you. You can shop that quote around. You can do what I've done, what I recommend that you do. And that is hop into a Clark Ford today, 662-257-1900. You guys can call in on the Campbell Clinic Hotline, from fractures and sports injuries to complex spine and limb conditions. The pediatric orthopedic physicians at Campbell Clinic in Oxford are the only specialized pediatric orthopedic team in North Mississippi, providing expert care for growing bodies. Visit campbellclinicoxford.com to schedule an appointment or call 901-759-3111. And this will be the Friday Blue Sky Live, if you will. Chase, what's up at Blue Sky?
Yeah, you can still pick up a few catering options for tailgating this weekend if you so wish. Like I said, stopped at a Blue Sky yesterday in Grenada on the way down to Jackson. They're all over the state of Mississippi. They had a Sweet Daddy's in there. They had a chicken place in there, had a Subway, a lot of stuff available for you there at these Blue Sky locations all over the state. But you take advantage of the lunch specials, the catering, and much more. That's all over, including here in Oxford. Yeah, you mentioned the heat and cool. Was it, where were you at when you told you that the hotel wouldn't turn the heat on? Was it Minneapolis? The chillers.
The
chillers are on.
Oh, the chillers are on. I said, yeah, I know. No, he goes, the chillers are off. And I was like, yeah, I know.
Oh, they're off.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the heaters were on.
Oh, it's hot.
Oh, my God.
I thought it was the other way.
No, it was like -10 outside, and it was like 80 inside. And you couldn't sleep. So I would literally sleep for a couple hours, wake up, go downstairs, walk outside, cool off, come back up. Brutal. Oh, chillers are off. Like,
yeah.
No shit.
See, I had the opposite problem when I was up there, because I had that baseball tournament in Minneapolis, and there has to be a certain number of people in the Metrodome to turn the heat on.
Right.
It's not allowed for energy purposes. So we're inside, but we are frozen because there's about 20 inches of snow on the ground, and that metal building was an igloo. It was awful. You were just blankets and sweaters, and it was rough in there.
What I remember about the Metrodome was when you walked in, there was this suction of air.
Oh,
remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah, and it was like, well, that's what keeps the dome part inflated.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. And it was like this suction of air.
Oh.
And then the other one that I remember that was just made no sense was the Carrier Dome
in Syracuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sponsored by an air conditioning unit company.
Hot as hell.
And there's no AC.
Oh.
I was like, but you should.
It's not like the top of the Superdome where you can hang meat up there?
No.
Okay.
Carrier Dome, they warned us it can get really warm in there. That night, September, because it was like September the 18th, 19th of 2001. It was days after.
Okay.
It was okay. We had to get there super early. I've told this story a million times. We had to get there super early because the governor of New York was going to be there and Secret Service was out of control.
I could see that.
Yeah.
So they acted kind of like they did with Turning Point a few weeks ago.
A little bit.
It was very similar.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were an enemy unless proven that you weren't.
Yeah, Grind says 35 in Mobile. For you Mobilians, that's going to be icy. That's going to be icy.
Mobilians, anything under about 60, they start complaining about how cold it is.
So 35 is gonna kick them on Monday.
They will be totally unprepared for that.
That is not.
No. Nope.
Oh God, Tyler, I can't believe he goes. I'm weird. I'd rather be too hot sleeping than too cold. With no. Oh no. Freeze my ass off versus hot if it's bedtime.
It's actually proven that you sleep better cold.
The worst thing I can be is hot.
Oh,
I'm done. I will not sleep. I'll just get up.
I won't sleep.
I'm done.
I'm up. No. Yep, same.
It's why I don't sleep usually well the first night in hotels because I don't regulate the temperature. I don't know how to regulate the temperature all the way yet because you have to turn that bitch all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
However low it will go.
Make it cold.
That's where we're headed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I can always add a blanket.
Yeah. If it'll go to 62, we're going to 62.
Oh, 100%.
That's not my problem.
And then they're like, well, you're going to freeze the unit. That's a you problem. I mean,
if you allow said unit to go to 62, I mean, it's one of my options.
Put a governor on it if you don't want me to freeze it, because I'm turning that bitch down
all the way.
Not my power bill.
No.
And don't give me the environment stuff. I'm in one hotel room in one speck of a land. Stop. Unless you can convince me that everybody in India is doing their part tonight too, I'm out.
Bad thermostat, bad shower pressure and temperature. If you had to pick one in a hotel,
I mean, the thermostat's a big deal.
It's a bigger deal than the shower.
If you tell me that one's got to be screwed up, I'll let the shower.
You'll deal with the shower, no pressure or not hot enough.
Yeah, because I can deal with it.
Okay.
That's a temporary thing, right? Even if I'm forced to take a sort of cold shower, I can get in and out of a shower in 2 minutes. If the room can't be cooled, I'm dealing with that the whole time.
Yeah, multiple of you guys have told me to check out the Vegas Rock and Roll Marathon because it's at night on the Strip with all the lights on. They close the Strip.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think I'd want to run a marathon at night because I got to kill all day. I think mentally,
you'd have to rest.
That'd be a bit of a problem.
You'd have to do some training running at night.
A lot.
Yeah. But that would be a really cool deal.
It would be a cool marathon. That sounds fun.
You'd have lots of distractions, which is good.
That's good. Not thinking about the more 52,000 steps that you were taking.
The more you start thinking about, oh my God, I'm only 8 miles in. And because you know how it is, even when you're fully trained, like sometimes the first couple of miles, you're a little winded. And you go, oh God, what happened? Andrew, thank you for the super chat. Let me put my readers on so I can see it.
Happy Thursday. Have an old 401k hanging out there. Hop into the transfer portal and get professional investment management by a fellow Rebel with Seago Wealth Management. Rebels retire to schedule a free call.
There you go. RebelsRetire.com. Andrew is a sponsor of my 10 Weekend Thoughts every Sunday. Big thanks to him. Absolutely.
Ryan said you always could go get a really cheap gym membership for one little thing for like $19 for the month and take showers.
It is one of the advantages to having like a
really good
Snap or Anytime or whatever. All of those places are going to have showers. And if you're a member, you're going to be able to use one anywhere. Like I worked out at the Snap in not Snap, Planet Fitness in Milwaukee when I was there. Walked 0.4 of a mile to the gym.
Right there.
Yeah, it was good. It was a nice gym.
Was it?
Yeah, I was able to do everything I wanted to do.
I talked about it a little this morning. Somebody asked about the signing last night. I had a good time. Saw a lot of subscribers last night. You guys came up, talked. Like I said, most of you asked about Neal, why he wasn't down hanging out with the crowds, and we took some photos.
Did you?
Couple, few. Yeah.
How about that?
Took some photos. Talked to a lot of people. Met some people. Signed some books. It was all good. Good to hang out with Scott for a little while. So no, we had a good time last night. All good.
Did you sell some books?
Yeah, I think so. And I think I'll sell a lot more. I saw the crowd's pretty big today because last night was just gala night, but then it really gets going with all the just primary shopping the rest of the weekend. So it's
All right.
full go for the Christmas
That's good.
for the Christmas occasion.
That's good. Have you checked the Florida board at all today? They still talking about you?
I was told they took my post this morning over there, and they have now justified that since Lane is going to speak to Florida at some point, likely soon, that means Ole Miss did not actually offer him a competitive package and that they can't afford to pay him. So that's that's
What?
yeah. What was that?
That's my phone.
That was Venmo or Cash App or something there, wasn't it?
No, that's
Shop.
Shop.
It was shop. You have to say I know that sound. It's shop.
Package is on the way. Which in our family means I'm getting this a lot lately.
Oh. We got more Horn Legend on the way.
Oh, good.
Tyler, favorite story. I mean, I'm not gonna do the hey, it's like my kid thing. I really like writing the story on Stacy Blackwell, the blind Ole Miss fan that listens through David Kellum's voice. Really good story. I like Stacy a lot. He and his family. Stephen Hett's cousin. Yeah. That's probably my favorite one. Good, cool guy.
I don't know that I have a favorite story. I don't know that I could. I don't know that I could do.
Well, he's from the book.
Oh,
so I mean, I had.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a sample size there that I could choose from. You never have your favorite story ever was the Rich Rodriguez one that never ran.
Well, that's absolutely.
It might have been one of your top 3 best.
It was probably the best thing I ever wrote.
And it's off into it's off into it's off into Bolivia.
It's in Bolivia.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, who do we have?
Hey guys, I don't want to say my name, but first time caller, long time listener.
Okay, thanks for doing this.
I don't want to be bleak, but yeah, I got some bad news like last week about my mom. I'm 27 years old.
Okay.
She just got diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer, and I kind of wanted to. I know Chase, you've lost a parent. I don't know about you, Neal, but I just kind of want to get some advice from you guys. I'm only 27 years old, and it's really hit me hard. So.
I guess again, I respect not asking your names. Let me ask a few questions. How close are you guys? Was it divorces or anything? Did you stay with that parent growing up? Kind of give me a little bit of background.
Yeah, they've been together for 30 years. We're really close. We've grown apart. I moved to Tuscaloosa. I'm from Meridian, Mississippi, and we haven't seen each other a ton since then.
Okay.
But I'm up here. My aunt lives in New Albany, and sorry, my voice is shaky.
No, you're good.
You're good.
I'm up here in New Albany with her. I work from home, so I got to, kind of come up here and be with her. But I just don't really know what to say or do. Besides just be here with her. The chemo's hitting her really hard, and I just wanted to know, what do you guys think? What should I ask? What should I do? What could I do to be there for her? And make this time easier for her.
I mean, I think you may have just answered your question in a lot of ways. I mean, there's no magical thing anyone can say, obviously. The one thing that you want to do the most is not something that you have the ability to do. And so the one thing that you can do is be there as much as humanly possible. And in terms of, to answer your question, both of my parents, thank God, are still alive and doing pretty well, honestly. But, I think that's number one, that's what's going to be the most comfort for you at some point. And then obviously for her, just having you there is probably comfort in and of itself. I don't know that you can sort of plan what to say or what to do or any of those things. It's brutally unfair, and cancer's horrible, and I'm sure she's scared, and I'm sure that she's worried about you and worried about if you have siblings, and she's probably worried about her husband, and she's probably got a lot of that going on. And so in some ways, as weird as this is, kind of the not weird, it's not the right word, awkward as it might be. I mean, you can just kind of be a friend. I mean, you're obviously one of the most important people in her life, and she's probably more concerned about what happens for you when she's not here anymore than she is what happens to her. And so, I mean, I think just trying to, being there in those times is probably the best thing you can do for her. And honestly, it's the best thing that you can do for yourself for down the road. I mean, we're all going to lose our parents at some point. I'm incredibly sorry this is happening to you and to her, but I think that's the best single thing you can do.
This is not binary, but I did learn through this some with my dad, was that in some ways you pick out when she's doing a little better and in the pain's better or whatever's going on, however you would consider good for the moment relatively versus bad. And when she's really struggling, you mentioned the chemo and then it's really hard, there's nothing you can say to fix it. So simply presence. You don't have to say a lot. You don't have to try to talk through it. You don't have to say things to fill the silence. I think when she's going through her worst hours and worst days, simply being there, holding her hand, however you want to phrase that, is incredibly valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she's having good moments and good days, take advantage of those, ask stories, get, not even in a way that she's going to pass in a week or anything. Like, I don't mean that, but just, talk, really talk, go say things that you have not been willing to say through your life for multiple reasons when you do that. So that's asking her things you don't know. That's asking for answers or advice or stories or how did this happen or how did you meet or do those things. I think, and if you figure out sort of the differences in her days and you handle those in those ways, I do think there is a level of comfort that is hard to describe simply on your presence and being able to maximize or to be what she needs in each of those moments, if that makes sense.
Yeah. She told me the other day, she just appreciates me being here and it means the world to her. And I guess that's all I really need to do. She's in good spirits. Hopefully, we can get this knocked out, man. I just can't believe it's happened to us. She told me that, she doesn't want to be a burden to me. I just got engaged. I just bought a house. Life is looking up, and then this happens, and she feels like it's her fault. And I'm just trying to tell her, it's not her fault. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. I didn't mean to start the show all bleak.
No, you're good. Hey, we appreciate you calling.
Sad. But you guys are more than sports writers to me. I want you guys to understand that. I mean, I've been listening to you guys' podcast forever, and y'all really helped me through this time. When I needed a break or something, I can listen to Chase and Neal. It's not just about Ole Miss sports; it's about everything. And I appreciate you guys.
Well, thank you. There's a lot of people in the stream that are sending up prayers right now, and there will be people that hear this that aren't in the stream that will do the same, and you can count both of us in on that as well.
Let us know if we do anything, any updates as you go. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank y'all.
There's no right answer.
Nope.
There is zero words that completely fix it. There's no right answer, but yeah, everything you can do to assure that she is in no way a burden on you is valuable. There's no doubt about that. Appreciate you calling. I mean, I know. Yeah, you do not owe us apologies in any way with that.
Don't really know how to segue.
No,
transition.
I know.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So they've I'll go back to the Florida board. We'll have a little fun with it. Have a little.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. They were saying that apparently Ole Miss is poor because he was going to listen to Florida at some point.
So I guess Lane will coach the Gators next week against Ole Miss.
I mean, basically, yes. That's
Interesting.
Might even blow the game because if he lost, then
chess.
Then
3D.
it shows you can't do it. It makes it easier to leave.
3D chess. And if they could just lose all of the games, he wouldn't make the playoffs, and that would let him go immediately.
I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah.
And like you said this morning, he's going to talk to them at some point. However, whatever that looks like, it's not an interview; it's talk.
I think it's just a listen.
It's a listen. It's a sales pitch, as I said this morning.
I mean,
and an hour is not changing.
No.
Changing preparation.
No. No. Not even a little bit. I mean, I had heard to watch for the open date as a time to listen, but you're saying it's going to happen before that, probably.
Could. I've heard that is possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, an hour's not affecting. If they lose a football game, it won't be because he's.
I can't guarantee it hasn't already happened in the last. I don't know, but
right.
Yeah, I think so. You look? He's not going to do it the week of the Florida game. So if you're going to do it in season, it's either this week or it's bye week.
So I know we talked about it this morning. Could this be a possible explanation for why a betting line moved? Somebody got wind of, hey, he talked to them today, and it moved a line, moved.
I guess it's possible, but the problem with this is that I really think it's more entertainment based than anything else, and the amount you can bet is very small. I mean, you can't put $1 million on this. That's not how this works. So I think sometimes they simply move it just to make sports writers write it, which puts the link out that gets them free promotion and advertising if they simply move the line around a little bit. It's a theory, but it's a theory that I have. Did you hang up on somebody?
I don't think so. Caller, are you there?
You're calling me.
They hung up.
That's me.
Oh. Here we go.
There you go.
Hey, caller, you're on. Who's this?
Hey, Stephen Greenville.
Hey, Steve.
I got a question for you. Let's say that Kiffin loses to Florida. Let's hope not, but let's say he does.
Okay.
And he misses the playoffs. Is he still that attractive if you're Florida?
Yep, because
yes.
It's Florida, Steve. Florida has a very, 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 very high opinion of itself to the point that if he loses a game at Ole Miss, it's because Ole Miss is a bottom-feeding, dumpster fire, broke-ass program, and Florida up on the top of the mountain with all the kingdom would never allow that to happen. So it would just simply be an Ole Miss problem, not a Kiffin, Florida problem with those absolute nut jobs in Gainesville.
Oh, they're that bad, huh?
Oh, Steve, I'm supposed to be fairly neutral here. If Lane Kiffin remains the Ole Miss head coach, I am going to have a lot of fun. Those assholes. Oh no. I'm ready to go. Yeah. No, they suck. I apologize to Tennessee.
Right,
I apologize to Texas A&M. I am really glad Ole Miss has been in the SEC West for a long time where I haven't had to deal with that.
Yeah.
Good God.
I think that we had no idea they were this way.
You don't ever deal with them.
No, and I mean, I'm with you. I'm kind of done with Tennessee slander for a while because Tennessee at least has some fun. They laugh. These people are incredibly
Tennessee's
serious.
Two main rivals, and I'm not counting Alabama, Georgia and Florida in the East. One is Florida, and the other barks at you.
Yeah.
So here's where we are.
They have some PTSD in Knoxville. I get it.
It's
and I'm kind of, other than the cult thing, I'm not making fun of A&M anymore.
Now we still get to make fun of that.
I get to make fun of the cult, and
we get to make fun of the dog
and the yell leaders.
Oh well, yeah.
But their fans are really nice people. They really are, for the most part.
They are really nice.
They're really nice.
They're weird, but they're nice.
Yeah, but kind of everybody's weird. Like, I'm sure I could go to a game at Ole Miss and walk away going,
you think you'd find a weird person?
There's no yes. There's no question about it. Yes. 100 million%. Yes. But no, I mean, it's wild, man. The way they view themselves is, I mean, I sometimes I wish I could look in the mirror and see what they must see when they look in the mirror, because it's, anyway, Steve, what's up?
All right, last thing. Did y'all hear about the Arkansas plane in Evansville today?
Someone said something about that. Fill me in. What's the connection there?
Texas State's head coach.
Who's head coach?
What's his name? Fitzgerald?
Northwestern?
Wait, Northwestern?
No, he's not there anymore.
No. Fitzgerald?
Yeah, what you said? Texas State. Is Pat Fitzgerald at Texas State? I mean, he's not, is he? Pat Fitzgerald's out of.
I think so.
I thought the guy at Texas State was like Kenny or something like that.
No, or what? They were talking about it on a head-to-head this afternoon. Talking about that the plane was seen in Evansville.
Evansville, Indiana.
And apparently, there's pictures of it in Evansville, Texas, I believe is what he said.
G.J. Kinney is the head coach at Texas State.
Kenny is the coach at Texas State.
Kenny, okay, well,
I mean, his name is his name has popped up there as
at Arkansas
a little bit. I mean, I think,
although if it's their plane, that's the part that I have a hard time believing, just simply because they usually hide better than that. Keith was not aware how to do that when he went to Boca with Lane the first time, but otherwise
he knows now.
Oh yeah. He borrowed Tui's plane, and
according to what's his name, Matt Cross,
Richard Cross.
There's photos of the plane.
Yeah,
Richard Cross. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I understand that, but like that could be a recruiting trip. That could be a lot of things. They could be taking a golf team somewhere. I mean, that's a lot of. That could be a university administrator flying someplace for a speaking engagement. I mean, that's just that is not one of those deals where you can take 1 and 1 and make it equal 2. That you have to have a little more complex math on this.
Yeah, I typically think if it is the actual school plane, that is the least likely thing that it would be if they are trying to be at all covert. I would buy that.
How old is Kenny? I based on some things I've heard, I'd be a little surprised if that's where they went.
So who you think they're hiring?
I think they're still trying to swing big. Trey Biddy has reported, and I believe it to be accurate, that they're still trying to pursue James Franklin. They are telling prospective candidates that they've put together a lot of money. That they finally have the Tyson family involved in football, which it really hasn't been there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be a little surprised there. And in a world where Franklin goes elsewhere, I still think there are 2 or 3 other candidates. The Golesh at USF, maybe a couple other people. These SEC jobs are attractive except for one, and that one ultimately is going to land a big name because it's LSU and there's money.
Oh, you meant that?
Okay. These SEC jobs are attractive.
It's just crazy that was your sentence.
It is.
These are attractive except that one.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's just because they're psychopaths.
Well, and I don't want to violate a confidence here, so I'm going to be super careful with what I say. I do think there's a world where something moves fast next week. Not Ole Miss related, but where something moves fast next week, because as November ticks off the days, you get a little closer to the end of the race, and it's one of the reasons I don't really buy the Kiffin, Florida stuff. Honestly, the reason beyond anything else, beyond anything about family or comfort or fit or any of that stuff, just I know those things are real and they exist, but for the sake of this argument, throw them out, okay? It's timing. You might have to wait till January to hire Lane Kiffin. And then if he says no, you are screwed. I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. It doesn't pass the common sense test. Steve,
What do you
Chase,
think, Steve?
anyone?
All right, guys. Oh man, I'm gonna just let that digest for a minute, and
All right.
thank y'all for taking my call.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Always.
All right.
Good to hear from you this week.
All right, talk to y'all later. Bye.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Unless they just think we're God.
I mean, maybe
we're just waiting.
Well, I mean, but it's a hell of a risk. I mean, someone in that room, like if I'm the hand-raised guy at Florida, and I'm in the back of the room, and they go, "Hey, Kiffin's kind of giving us the indication he's going to take it. We just got to wait out Ole Miss's playoff bid." I'm raising my hand.
And going, what if?
Well, I raised my hand with two questions. Hey, caller, hang on 1 second. I'm going to get to you. Caller, hang tight. We'll be right to you. I have two questions. Question one is, well, what if he changes his mind? What if he changes his mind? What if he gets emotional and decides he doesn't want to go? What if they get to the semifinals? What if Ole Miss wins their first round game, wins the Cotton Bowl, and makes it to the semifinal? Are we going to wait till January the 10th? What if he says no? What if something else comes open? I'd have a lot of what if questions. Like, what's our plan if? What if an NFL job opens up? What if, let's just say he takes Ole Miss to the national championship game. They win it, they lose it, whatever. And he goes, well, I'm just going to scratch my NFL itch now. What if? That would be my question at Florida. So we're going to let Arkansas hire a coach, Auburn hire a coach, LSU hire a coach, everybody else hire a coach. Caller, I was going to get to you. He wasn't very patient.
It's okay.
What if? That would be my question.
We'll have more information soon.
Yeah.
And when that happens.
But I'm just saying, if you're Florida, because this stuff's coming up next week, and it's the question I'm going to ask all of them when they ask me, well, do you think, I'm going to say, well, how long is Florida willing to wait?
January 19th.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a risk. It's a hell of a risk. All right, caller, go ahead. Hey, caller, you're on.
Hey, guys, it's Hayden.
Hey, Hayden, what's up, man?
Hey, you got me?
Yep,
Yeah,
got you.
we got
What's
you.
up?
We got you.
I've hung up on you twice. That's my bad.
It's
All
okay.
good.
Got my son home from daycare, and he started screaming. I hung up and everything.
No, you're good.
I got a bit of a different question. I guess more of a question for Neal. Me and my wife have our one son, 19 months old. Got a good stable income, that kind of thing. I think we're thinking about having a second one.
Mm-hmm.
Was there ever a feeling or a sign, or you ever felt ready to have a second one?
We almost immediately wanted a second one. I've said this before. We have really one regret. Well, two regrets. We wished we'd started a little earlier because we lost our first one, and we wish we had after we had Caroline in 2003 that we wish we would have just gone ahead and had another one. We wish we'd had four.
Yeah, we're 25 and 24, so we're pretty young for one. But
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
gosh, we're just itching to have a second one.
Then if you feel the itch to have a second one, have a second one. The bigger your family is, the more it's going to be fun. For a lot of people, you're going to give your kids more family. I mean, some people don't have the ability to do that or whatever, but if you have the ability and the willingness to have multiple children, I'm an advocate for having a big family. All the stuff about everybody's got to have their own room and all that's BS. They do not. They won't know any different. Kids need love and time. That's it. All the rest of it works itself out. And if you feel the itch to have a second child, you're going to be.
You probably already answered your question.
You're going to be giving your child a best friend.
Yeah, I agree. I thought you guys handled that situation from that caller pretty well. That was tough.
Yeah, it was tough.
We never feel like experts, but
Yeah.
we can discuss off experiences and humanity as well as possible.
Yeah. Well, even as an avid listener, I mean, you guys see me in the comments, but that caught me off guard as an opening call, and it felt like a bit of a curveball.
I mean, it's life. I mean, that's what we always talk about this. I mean, at the end of the day, like the what we do is journalism. Journalism's about people. It's we cover sports, I realize, but I mean the people that we cover are not robots. We cover human beings, and they all have the same experiences that we do. I mean, they just happen to be able to run fast or jump high or shoot a basketball or throw a football accurately or whatever. I mean, it doesn't make them less human. And I don't know. I think the more you're able to I think the stories that we're probably most proud of, that we enjoy doing the most, really have sometimes nothing really to do with sports. It's about the people that play the sports.
Yeah.
Speaking of, who do you want Auburn to hire?
Yeah, who do you want Auburn to hire?
You can call me delusional, but my dream is Kenny Dillingham.
Oh.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Oh.
Dillingham's an interesting guy. His name comes up a lot. He's an ASU alum. He's got it going there, yet you have to think that he's probably seen some limitations there.
100%.
You know, I don't know.
Feels a little fleeting, probably.
Probably feels a little fleeting for him. He's taken them to the national playoffs. I'll tell you what's interesting with Auburn, Hayden, is this DJ Durkin thing, man. If I were you and I were an Auburn fan, tomorrow I am showing my gold. I want Vanderbilt to beat my ass.
You think there's a concern about Durkin?
Oh, I know there is.
Really?
There's, Hayden, correct me if I'm wrong, there's no more emotional fan base than Auburn. And I don't mean that necessarily as a bad thing.
But he's not like Cadillac, where he was one of theirs and all that, though.
Yeah, but they've talked themselves into, we really like this guy, and the players love him. The whole players love him thing is dangerous.
Oh, he's a good dude. I mean, I enjoy him.
I like DJ.
Yeah.
The players love him thing.
If he beats Alabama, they'll have a 6-year contract in front of him.
I'm telling you. If he beats Vanderbilt, he's going to beat Mercer.
25, and I understand it.
Plays Bama close.
Oh, he's got to win.
He's got to win?
But he could win.
He's got to go 3-0 to get the job.
Probably. But
the players fight for him. That's what they keep saying. So.
Players fight for him. We've been down that road.
Is the Iron Bowl in Tuscaloosa or
Auburn?
Gets a little funny sometimes.
Jordan Hare.
You can throw
about
out
300 yards from my front porch.
Oh.
Yeah. Is that right? You live that close to Jordan Hare?
Yeah, we're actually living for free right now. My wife's granddad owns our apartment, so saving up for a house and all that kind of stuff.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll let somebody else get on.
Okay.
For someone who I drive around for work all the time, I appreciate all the content and everything. You guys see me in the stream, so
thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Hayden.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
DJ Durkin.
Well,
just in case.
What if you can't get John Summerall? I did love the people that tried to put Lane Kiffin back on the Auburn hot board. I was like, hit me, baby, one more time.
That'll fix it. I mean,
hey, what are you doing? Come on. And just a refusal to admit that, no, that's not happening.
Coaching searches bring out the worst. Just the absolute worst.
Oh. And then someone sent me a thing with Paul Feinbaum saying it. I'm like, I don't care what Paul said.
Oh, well, then by all means.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll do it.
That'll fix it. Hey, who do we have? Hey, caller, you're on.
Hey, guys, this is Philip from Baton Rouge.
Hey, Philip, what's up?
What's happening?
Oh, God, what's going on down there these days?
What's happening in the big red stick?
I know. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. Well, praying for the first caller, praying for him and his family.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all taking that one. Hey, quick question, and then I'll hang up and let y'all talk. But I was kind of thinking back in 22, all the conversation around Kiffin to Auburn. So much of the commentary was how he is what the program revolves around, right? He is the identity of the program. I feel like we've gotten away from that commentary, which is great, obviously, but just curious on how y'all would synthesize how the program has grown and how we've gotten away from that narrative in these past 3 years.
Oh, it's a good question.
Oh, that's actually
that's really good. Yeah.
It's still the case because you're required to almost be that when Lane Kiffin is the head coach. Like, he is the brand of your program. There's no doubt about that, but I haven't really thought about it in that context till you said it that way. I appreciate the question.
I think I have my answer. Go ahead.
Okay, well, go ahead and I'll come off of you.
I think my answer is that unlike 3 years ago where everything was pretty new, right now you have a lot of program synergy. You have program synergy that goes beyond just Lane. Lane's a huge part of the program, don't get me wrong. And replacing Lane will be difficult because a lot of coaches are not going to want to be the coach that replaces Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss after 6 years.
It's an interesting way to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I know this for a fact. That said, what Lane has been able to do and what Keith Carter and Glenn Boyce have enabled him to do, and that's critical, is take Ole Miss from awe. Isn't this kind of cute? To awe. Isn't this sort of expected? And the expectation of you can win at Ole Miss, you should win at Ole Miss. They're going to give you the weapons necessary to win at Ole Miss. You've got one of the leaders of the collective space in Walker Jones and that Grove Collective. You have a chancellor who is incredibly dialed into and supportive of athletics, and you have an AD who has grown into – I think Keith would probably tell you this. When he first became the AD, I would imagine that Keith was swimming.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that as an insult. He just had never been an AD
He had to hire
before.
Lane Kiffin weeks into his tenure, days into his tenure.
Yeah, he was probably coming up for air here and there at the beginning of his tenure as the AD, and now he has the sort of the gait, if you will, of a very confident, calculated in a good way AD who sort of knows what he's doing. And unlike 3 years ago where had Lane left for Auburn, I think the general feeling in the building would have been sheer panic.
Yeah.
I think the feeling now would be disappointment, but move forward.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody yesterday and they kept bringing up, even in a worst case where Lane leaves, in their mind, sustainability was the word that just kept popping up, and saying that this program is sustainable now, regardless of Lane. There are other people that, even one of the sentences was, look, I get he's probably the best fit, maybe, arguably, but that doesn't mean he's the only one that can do it. So you just find the next guy to do it. Because this is not sucking up. I mean this wholeheartedly when I say it. Piggybacking off what Neal just said is, given the culture and the fit of this program, I don't know that there is a 4-pronged system in place that is better suited for each respective SEC program than Boyce, Keith, Walker, and then now in the rev share era, Denson Hollis.
Yeah.
Because of the way you know alumni and donors, the things they do, the way that they interact, the way that it feels like one huge cohesive unit that is all pushing. And look around the SEC right now.
Yeah.
That ain't the case everywhere. There are people that are so power hungry, and yet that core dynamic has been able to avoid that and keep everybody just kind of streamlined, just kind of going. Yeah. Ole Miss, the foundation, and it's a really important thing right now with salaries and rev share. They're breaking fiscal records way before the fiscal year gets here. It's a pretty dynamic time for the group. So I think that's a really relevant question, and I think there's probably some answers that would make a lot of Ole Miss fans pretty happy right now.
Yeah, that's really helpful. I appreciate that, guys. I guess one last question. Are you sure you wouldn't want Tate Reeves involved in all of this?
We'd have to consider what he thought, get some opinions, run a focus group.
Oh my God!
What is the kind of the I mean, I always hate when people ask me this question, so I'm going to turn around and do it to you. What is the feeling sort of among LSU people, man on the street, if you will, about what's happening there?
I think it's a good bit of laugh so you don't cry with all the politics involved. Everybody's happy to see Kelly gone. I don't think that's in question. But I've been out of town for the past couple days. I don't know what the main name on hot board is, to be honest with you. That's very unclear is what people really want.
Yeah, it's funny. I couldn't, if you asked me today to tell you what LSU's doing, I'm not sure I have a clue. I've heard one rumor that I go, well, maybe. There's a rumor kind of in those circles a little bit about Lincoln Riley. It's gotten out a little bit. It's out there. You know, LSU basically had him hired the last time. You know, they had the
interesting.
If you remember, Chase, they had the balloons and everything made up.
I do.
Everything was ready, and then something happened. It fell apart. It would be expensive, but at this point, LSU's going to have to. It's going to be a lot of money for LSU one way or the other. I don't really have any feel for what LSU might do, and I can tell you that coaches who a few years ago, and I'm not referring to Lane here, although I think this probably applies to Lane. Coaches who I think 3 years ago would have been super attracted to that job really have no interest in it right now. It's incredible where that job has fallen in a matter of weeks. Not years, weeks.
Oh.
Really, really wild how much it has, because that job going into this season, I think if you polled 100 coaches, about the LSU job, a lot of them would have referred to it as a dream job. A lot of them would have referred to it as a job that you simply could not turn down, an elite job. It would have gotten real praise in the coaching business, no matter what you think or don't think of LSU. That's a fact. Today, that is not the case.
All right. Yes, it'll be interesting to see what they do. I guess. So you've got no idea on what timing may be down here.
No, I mean, I would think they would want to move quickly after their final game. I mean, you're gonna look, man. I mean, you got recruiting rolls around on December the 3rd. The portal opens up on January the 2nd. I mean, for everybody, when people talk about timing, everybody's got to go fast. I mean, I'll give John Cohen credit. He told Jay Tate that they want to hire somebody quickly after the Iron Bowl, and there were some people that kind of made fun of that. I'm like, well, it's the truth. They absolutely want to hire somebody very fast after. If you're not going to the playoffs, you want to hire a coach as fast as possible after the final get your final game hits zeros. You want to get moving because you've got to jump into recruiting. You've got to get ready for the portal. You've got to get all your ducks in a row, and you don't have a hell of a lot of time, and there's no spring window this time.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It's obviously a big carousel year, and having this one in my backyard is a lot of fun. So about to switch jobs to be in the office with a ton more LSU fans. I've been working remotely since I moved here, so I'll have more boots on the ground for you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, Yep. That'll be interesting. Thanks, man, for the call. Appreciate it.
Yep, appreciate it.
Interesting times, man.
Oh, dude.
I mean, if you're Lincoln Riley, I don't know the dynamics of USC. Do you leave USC for LSU right now? I don't know. I'm asking.
God.
It's not rhetorical. I'm genuinely curious.
Okay. For someone who could handle it, yes.
Okay.
Lincoln Riley has shown no ability to handle difficult situations.
Oklahoma was big for him.
USC was big for him. He was banning reporters.
Yeah. You don't.
Going to go to Baton Rouge?
You gonna ban Gilbo?
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
See how that one goes.
Moscona.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no, there are people who can handle it, especially when it's rolling. Anybody can handle it rolling. it would eat him alive. And SC, it's got the chance to be the third to fourth best program in that league, depending on if you've got everything moving right.
Yeah. That's what I always
It's not
hope.
Ohio State or Michigan, but it's
lots
there.
of money at SC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they get off kilter quickly.
Yeah.
It's California. They get into something else,
Yeah.
and Dodgers are playing or something, and we're
Yeah.
off and running. But I mean, UCLA's not a threat.
No.
They suck.
Yes.
So that job would kill him. No, it would eat him. I mean, it would eat him freaking alive in every way. Yeah. No, hell no.
So who do they hire? You're a hand raised guy at LSU right now. You're sitting in the back of the room, and someone comes to you finally and goes, "All right, Chase, what do you think?" Never happens to hand raise guy. You usually just respond, and all of a sudden they're like, "No, Chase."
I get what I'm saying. Okay,
Yeah, I'm listening.
do you hire James Franklin? Because if you can roll, he can maximize it.
Yeah.
Because you can't hire somebody that just might placate and baby. Like, you've got to take a swing that we can actually get to the top end.
Yeah.
Because anything less than the top end is complete failure. So it doesn't really matter what level you fail. Because at LSU, if you don't go 10-2 minimum, it's a failure.
Yeah.
So I'm not hiring somebody that's got to learn on the job or is trying to get the first. I mean, I love John Sumrall to death as a person, but that's a big job for somebody that hasn't been a Power 4 coach before. Like, that is a
That's a big job.
oh boy,
It's a big job.
he's almost too nice. Like,
It's a big boy job.
give me the asshole.
Well, they had one. Didn't work.
Yeah, but Franklin's not going to go in there and act like he's from Bayou La Battery with the accent and all that crap. And I mean,
Is he going to do all the people stuff? It's part of that gig. Unless you're Nick Saban. And even Nick Saban drew heat.
who I'd hire? I'd hire James Franklin.
You going to go to the gumbo?
Yeah, I mean, I get Alexandra's probably right. So James Franklin would be the same as Kelly, lived in the top level and couldn't beat the best of the best. Why would they do that again? I get it. I do. I understand. But I don't like grabbing somebody and just hoping they can figure it out at that level. I just don't. Because again, 8-4 is dead there.
Caller, I'm trying to get to you. It's acting weird.
Yeah, we're good
Yeah,
there.
I
But
can
he
hear
can't.
you,
He's
but
trying to get you into the
trying
system.
to get you into the system.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I know. Hang on. You can hear it. We don't have you in the system yet.
What's the problem?
It's not letting me hit the button.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
There we go. You're in now. What's up?
All right, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's
Hey,
up?
man.
There you go.
Go ahead.
There we go.
You're on.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
I'm doing good. It's yeah, I'm in. I can hear you. But hey, I got a question. We talk a lot about decorating for Christmas and when can you do it and all that. Our tree came up today, so getting started early.
Yep.
We do have a rule in my house. My birthday is November the 10th, and for my birthday, I like to decorate the tree. So we like to have it up around my birthday. But we got to talking because my in-laws are in Missouri, and we're trying to plan Christmas and everything. What day in December is the earliest that's okay to celebrate Christmas? So, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah, Neal
what's
thinks
the
November
earliest
18th.
You can start to
So
celebrate.
There
it's
we go. That's a cheap shot.
Okay.
And he's going to walk down in an hour or so and go, "Love the tree, Laura. It's beautiful." Yeah, smart ass.
Those lights are awesome. All right. The 15th.
I mean, depends on.
I mean, because we got family situations and trying to get them all together.
what if-
I don't think anything earlier than the 15th is weird.
Later than the 15th.
No, earlier.
Oh,
He said,
okay.
"What's the earliest you can actually do this Christmas dinner celebration?"
I mean, whenever everybody's available. If the only time that you can have everybody available and you want to do something on December the 12th, why not? What's the big deal? I must be missing something here. Why not?
Well, if you can,
If that's when all the brothers, like, let's say my family, for example. I mean, this isn't going to be the case, but like, what if the only time that all the families could get together was like December the 11th?
okay.
Couldn't you just?
If they're like coming into, yes, I understand that.
Okay.
But in general,
everybody's got all these damn rules, and
it's like I like the Christmas decorating rule is that it has to be after Thanksgiving unless you're not hosting Thanksgiving, and then you'll give a little more leeway. I do think it'd be weird to host Thanksgiving with all the Christmas shit up. That's a little weird to me.
Okay.
I think I like that rule.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a bad rule.
Yeah, if you're hosting your family's Thanksgiving, you can't put all the Christmas stuff up first.
Well, then we're really screwed in Chase's book.
I mean,
because we've had that bad boy up. It would be 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
And I don't mind following Christmas. No. Like I'm with Siski here. I have no problem with doing Christmas on January 3rd. Anywhere in the Epiphany is fine. Goes all the way to what? January 5th, 6th?
Okay. Something like that.
Isn't that right? Yeah, I'm good there. Fine. No problems. I have rules. It's called decorum. Okay? That's what it is.
Chase, do you wear white after Labor Day?
Yeah. What about Labor Day and white clothes, huh? Yeah. What about those rules?
Is that the same thing as Christmas?
I don't know. Is
Jesus' birthday and a fashion statement are the same thing? I know he's really born in July or whatever, but still. Just saying. Is it July? June? What is it?
That's funny.
Don't they think it was summer?
I do have a question about coaching search stuff, non-Ole Miss related. Do y'all know what Drinkwitz is going to do? Because Missouri's an interesting situation if he leaves.
Right now,
She's so mad at me.
Ginger and my wife are absolutely simpatico at this moment. They don't even know it, but Ginger's response is, "I will host Thanksgiving with my tree up and use the Christmas china. Suck it, Chase."
That's good.
Yeah, I mean,
that's good.
I got to tell you, I maybe this is me in my old age. Maybe this is me just softening, but if a Christmas tree is going to make people happy, that's all you got to do, then put the damn thing up.
Yeah, I don't wear seersucker after Labor Day, but I don't mind white. No, I'm fine with white after Labor Day, but I don't wear seersucker after Labor Day.
I have found our daughter's now, she'll be 2 in December, and the older, like now that she's getting to that toddler phase, I found this year I wanted to put the Christmas stuff out earlier and keep it up longer, because just seeing her, the joy that comes on her face with the lights and the ornaments and all that, that's really fun to see every morning and every evening when she goes to bed.
Well, I will tell you one of my favorite memories of Alabama when we lived down there. We lived in Spanish Fort. And one of my favorite memories is when the girls were little. They were really little. We would load up when it got dark every single night, and we would drive all over the Eastern Shore and look at all the lights and the blow-ups and the decorations and all of that stuff, and that was a lot of fun. And so, yeah, whenever that started is when we did it for like every night for a month. It was fantastic.
Yeah, that's fun stuff. That is fun. All right, guys, I'll let you guys go. Y'all have a good night. Take it easy.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, bud.
Christmas decoration blasphemy. I'm Team Ginger here. I'm 100% Team Ginger.
So just really whenever you want to. If you want to leave them up year round, you want to put them up in September, it's fine.
You know what? In a world where
okay, here's the question though: if you leave them up too long, does it diminish the experience or feeling?
Yeah, no, we'll have them down by New Year's.
But I mean, if you put them up early, like if they're up half the year.
Well, they're not up half the year. They're up at this point.
I mean, give or take
16.7% of the year.
Give or take half the year.
I mean, 1/6.
Rounding up.
I mean, not even quite 1/6.
Hallmark has already started putting the freaking movies out.
Well, yeah.
We don't watch those in June.
No, but you can watch them in November. What are you going to watch? The Thanksgiving movies? How many?
I'm a little. I love Christmas, but I'm a little Grinchish.
How many Thanksgiving movies can you watch?
And I'm not defending Thanksgiving, for God's sake. It's fine.
I mean, it's just a meal when we watch football.
I think it's a little underrated.
Sort of like every Saturday.
Just a heavier meal when we watch football.
And it's on Thursday.
And we get more desserts.
Yeah.
You get 3 pies this time.
Yeah, you just glutton it out, but
you get a great leftover sandwich the next day.
Yeah, and it's similar to a Saturday in this fall when you put a brisket or something on to watch your team play that night, and the next day you have
all the coffee shops are like advertising all the peppermint sprinkles and stuff already too.
Is it possible that everybody?
Chauncey, my man, says my wife watched a Christmas movie last night. I refused to participate. Chase, my mom watches Hallmark Christmas movies year round. Oh, I mean, okay, it's fine. They get the girl, okay. The guy goes back to his hometown and falls in love with the woman whose family owns the Christmas tree farm.
He's always wearing flannel.
And his ex is the evil developer from New York that wants to come in, tear the Christmas tree farm down, and build condo complexes.
Yeah.
And at the very last minute, they save the farm in the town.
You ever notice they're always wearing?
And the protagonist is the daughter. That's the love interest. Her dad is probably the town mayor. Typically, that's usually how that works.
Yeah. And a complicated guy. But they work it out.
But at the end of the movie, he softens.
He does. He softens.
He hugs her. He's got one tear running down the corner like the Indian in the commercial.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Hey, caller, who do we have?
This is Zach from Memphis. How y'all doing?
Hey, Zach. What's up, man?
Describe Sweet Home Alabama, the movie. Such an overrated movie, too.
On a personal...
Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
That's okay. On a personal level, just want to be honest, man. For the last 6 months, I was out in California getting sober.
You lose him?
Yeah, I think
for me, it meant so much for me to listen and feel like I was
real quick, repeat that. You broke up for just a second. We lost
you for about 5 seconds.
Start over.
You said you were in California and then we lost you.
I'll start over. I was out in California for the last 6 months getting sober. And being that, I was still on Central Time the whole time out there, I was able to get up at 6 a.m. and listen to y'all's show on YouTube. And sometimes if I couldn't catch it early in the morning, I'd catch it later. And it really made me feel like I was at home. So I really appreciate that. Really do.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, hope you're doing well.
Congratulations. Yeah, it's doing very well. Neal, I normally always agree with you politically and everything else. But
scary.
With DJ Durkin, I got a question about that.
Okay.
I'm with you generally that it's not a great thing for the interim to take over.
Yeah,
but he's a good coach.
He's a really good coach. No, he's a really good coach.
And I think he's an exception, though. I think it's not like you're just looking at an assistant. This is a guy that's been a coach before.
Yep.
And I'll be honest with you, I think he would actually be a good hire. Now, I could care less what Auburn does. But I really think – I remember his time at Ole Miss, and I was like, golly, he transformed that defense so quickly.
I did not think it was a hot take that everybody was plugging the wrong coordinator when there was any of that stuff going on, and Durkin, instead of Levy, should have been the candidate.
Right.
I'm with you
here. I
agree.
I think long term, if he was to take the job and if he was to get it, obviously he'd take it. But to me, I think it would be a really good hire. I think you're right generally about that.
Here's my point. This is the only point that I have about interims and even Durkin in this case. If that was your guy, how early did you know he was your guy? And if Hugh had hung around, were you going to let Durkin land another job someplace else, or were you going to get rid of Hugh? And,
good point.
Like that's just my thing on it, right? Is that so? These people have been in your building. And now you're going to turn around and go, oh, these are the right guys. Well, they were right there. Like, so why? I mean, you're going to owe Hugh 15.8 whenever you do it. Why didn't you fire Hugh after week 3 and make Durkin the coach? Why did you wait till now? And I know it's more complicated than that, but at the same time, it's not. So if you're going to hire DJ Durkin, if you know you're going to hire him, then why are you waiting for the results of the Vanderbilt game? Why are you waiting for the results of the Alabama game? If you're going to hire him, hire him. I mean, because if you're making a coaching decision based on one game in a sport that can be really random, I mean, someone Saturday is going to upset somebody. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay.
No, no doubt.
Yeah. So, I mean, somebody's going to upset somebody on Saturday. An underdog's going to win a game. So if you make a decision based on one football game, you're now being completely irrational. You're not.
I'm with you on the one football game there. If it's just Alabama, I'm with you, but they still play Vanderbilt.
So here's my.
You have 3 games.
Yeah, you do. You have 3 games, but that's, again, it's a real small sample size. It's my whole thing about interims is if he's your guy, he's your guy. I mean, if the players love him, all right, cool. All right, that. So are you going to do it or not? That's the only thing I don't like is that you're conducting some search and they're probably paying turnkey some obscene amount of money to vet the same people that everybody else is vetting. That's where you and I missed out, by the way, Chase. We should have just started a coaching search.
Turnkey would be, yes, that is the answer.
But
it's never your fault when the bad hire's made.
No, you make a horrific hire and then never come back and go, you people at Turnkey suck. No, it never happens. So I don't know. It's just, that's my only thing. I like DJ. If he gets the gig, good for him. But like, you're down the road on this thing and now you're going to suddenly get emotional. To me, that's where you get irrational and you end up making mistakes that double down.
No, I totally agree with that. I don't feel like it would be that emotional with the 3-game sample size, which is a small one. But it's clear that the dude can freaking coach, and he has a track record. He got thrown under the bus in Maryland, but he turned a team that was nothing into something a long time ago. So
yes.
It's not like this guy's just coming out as just a coordinator.
No.
He's got history.
No, but before the tragedy.
I'm actually pulling for him.
Before the tragedy happened.
A lot of him.
Yeah, before the tragedy happened at Maryland, he was a hot commodity, a fast riser in the field. And he's a very good coach. He's been at a lot of places. He's been at just since that happened, he's been at Ole Miss. He's been at Texas A&M. Now he's been at Auburn. I mean, he knows the league. Sure. I'm not saying, hey, Auburn, if you hire DJ Durkin, you're making this horrific mistake. I'm simply saying, if you hire DJ Durkin, what were you waiting on?
No, I got you. Well, guys, I'll let other people give it a call, but thank y'all again. Y'all really meant a lot to me when I was out in California, and I'll continue listening as I've always done. Appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate it. Little news here on the board earlier today. Neal, I know, completely disagrees with this, but a lot of other SEC schools are doing it, and I don't mind it, actually. So we politely disagree. It's fine. Hey, you can do that in America. It's crazy. It's amazing and things.
What am I disagreeing on?
The student ticket policies that are going into place.
Oh, yeah.
To enter the 2026 football student season ticket early lottery, so get priority. Ole Miss students with season tickets must do the following. You download an app. You use the group code to activate your account. Use your student ticket to attend the remaining 2 home games of the season. So you got to scan the ticket for Citadel and Florida. And then during the first media timeout of the 4th quarter, I'm assuming of the Florida game, they will announce a geofence numerical code for you to enter into your account, and then you will be entered into the lottery for the 2026 student ticket process. So that is from Ole Miss, apparently. Sometime around noon today. Something like that. Yes. So there you are.
It's a losing argument for me, so I'm not even going to waste a lot.
But they're not the first one. It's following other teams that are doing it.
No.
Tennessee's doing similar. Yeah. Georgia's doing similar.
It'll be interesting to see how many kids decide to stay till the 4th quarter of the season.
That will matter. Yeah. Well, I don't think they have to for that game. That's not the way I interpreted it.
The way I interpreted it was you had to do it.
Oh, you did?
Saturday.
Okay. I thought they had to do it only for Florida, but I thought they had to go to both games. But Florida was the one they had to stay at.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but that was the way I interpreted it.
Hey, caller, who do we have?
Oh, hey, this is Sam in Pearl.
Hey, Sam. What's up, man?
Oh, man, doing good. I was just calling in. I'm going to take up for my guy Neal for a second. We're about 6 months away from this happening, but it seems to happen every year. There's that little lull right before SEC conference baseball kicks off where there's nothing going on in the sports calendar and people are constantly whining about you talking NBA. If that's the only thing to talk about in sports, that's the only thing to talk about. I just wanted to tell those people that they're just whiny and they have a bad sports diet.
Yeah. You and me are pretty much alone here, Sam. We have the whole island to ourselves.
we all want to know about the second rotations for the Kings and the Pelicans. Like, it's fine. We're really interested in that. We care.
It's between that or Ole Miss C-Law.
Yeah.
But I understand we're on the island. But
we're alone. You, me, and a volleyball.
There, but,
who's your NBA team? Who's your NBA team,
no,
Sam?
I'm from San Antonio.
Oh, okay, boy, that's a fun team to be cheering for right now.
Oh yeah, it's finally after wandering the desert for a little while after all the dynasty run, but it's fun again. It seems like the budding rivalry between OKC and San Antonio is just waiting to spill over. So I'm kind of excited.
Yeah.
That, my favorite podcaster and all y'all are, you root for the opposite team, so it makes it a little more interesting.
Yeah, I think that rivalry is going to get intense. They play on the 23rd in December in San Antonio. They play on Christmas Day. They play on Christmas Day in Oklahoma City. It's obvious that the NBA thinks it's a budding rivalry. NBC wants it. The Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren thing kind of goes way back, and now you got Shea. You got Shea as the MVP, and the Thunder have a title, and a lot of people are talking about the Thunder being a dynastic team, and the Spurs are probably, along with Denver, probably the only realistic obstacles for a Western Conference dynasty. And so, I think it's going to be fun. Wembanyama's phenomenal, and they obviously got a great draft with Dylan Harper, and I love Stephen Castle. I kind of hoped he would fall to the Thunder when he came out, but that's a fun team. They're a lot of fun to watch. I mean, I watch them with sort of dread and fear when I watch them play, but they're really good. I mean, if I'm a Spurs fan, I'm super excited
now you know
about
how
them.
I felt watching the SGA climb up the ranks all these
Sure.
past 4 or 5
No, I
years,
mean, if
so.
you were watching the Thunder the last 3 years, you saw what was coming. I mean, it was a matter of time, and they're when they're healthy, they're something. I mean, I don't know if I'll be quick with this, then I'll shut up before you and I get threats against our lives here. The Thunder, before the Portland game yesterday, and look, it's way too early of a sample size to fool with this too much, but their net rating was 13.7. In a world where their net rating was 13.7 at the end of the year, they would be the best team in the history of the NBA.
You cut out on me up in there?
Oh, I said their net rating of 13.7 would be the best rating in the history of the NBA.
On the table, I guess. One other thing I did want to mention to bring it back to Ole Miss, because I'm not just an NBA fan that's psychopathically calling it. I've gotten to the point now where the whole Kiffin saga, is he staying, is he leaving? I'm over it, and I think y'all are too, and a lot of other fans are. I'm to the point now where I want to retain him, not primarily just for the winning that we've been doing under him, but also just to shut the Florida fans up. They're so annoying online.
It's going to hurt Chase's feelings. He really has made a lot of friends over in the Florida message board community.
I mean, they're going to struggle if Florida ends up with like a coordinator. They are going to really struggle.
I just hope they don't hire somebody that I know and like. I want them to
hire. You don't need that.
I want them to hire a total stranger.
You don't need Kane going to Florida.
No, I don't want Kane getting the Florida job. I mean, isn't that horrible to say? But I don't, because I want to hate them for a while.
Can't hate them if that's the case.
No, I would like them if Kane was there, because I really like Kane. I like Kane's dad, and
he would hate them.
Yeah, he would hate. I
don't, millions, like Jimbo getting off the plane.
Himself,
just ignore the Korean marching
generational
band.
Generational wealth. The boys are going to be rich. Everything's going to be good. Yes.
All right, fellas. Well, I'm going to hang up and listen. But yeah, thanks for all the content you guys provide. I enjoy it every day.
Thanks, Sam. Yeah, I need him to hire someone that I don't know. So I'm kind of getting a lot of the Auburn hate out of the way in case they hire Summerall, because I like John. I'm not going to be able to hate Auburn if John Summerall's patrolling their sideline. I mean, I won't.
No.
I know the deal.
I mean, the fans will still suck.
Yeah, but you still cheer for people.
Yeah. Would you want a helmet?
Yeah, if he'd sign it.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
He's got to sign it, though.
Yeah, I want it signed.
You think whoever wins this helmet Saturday is going to want Lane to sign it?
Of course.
Do you?
Yeah.
Unless they're worried.
You'd still want it signed to be
You
a
think so?
collector's item.
Is a commemorative?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, caller, who do we have?
This is Clutch.
What's up, Clutch?
I just want to know. I mean, really, this is the main thing. Did these other athletic programs not see what happened in 22 and the road that Auburn went down and where they've ended up?
Yeah,
in the same spot they were 3 years ago.
But you have to understand something about this. This is where arrogance and ego kicks in, and people go, I know it happened to them. It won't happen to me.
We're better.
Yeah.
We're the best. We'll figure it out. We just want the cookie.
We're better positioned than they were, blah, blah, blah. That it's just part of the deal. You're being rational.
That doesn't exist.
And that doesn't exist in an irrational world.
Yeah.
It's not finite.
I don't mean that as I don't mean that as
it's
a
a compliment.
Insult.
You don't want to go around life like that.
Yeah.
It won't work out.
But yeah, if
Hence,
we,
what they're doing right now.
If we all ran our lives and finances and stuff the way
a college football entity sees itself,
we'd all be in state penitentiaries somewhere. I mean, it would not go well. You would all be bankrupt. We would all be complete. Just nobody would want to be around us.
I mean, I agree. I mean, it's not. I don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like you watch these people do it, and then you're just going to do it too, just cause. I mean, Florida ain't won anything since '09. LSU hasn't won anything in this era. I mean,
let me throw one.
And LSU.
Let me throw one scenario out that I have thought about a little bit. If you're Florida and you're conducting a search right now, and you're wanting to really dive deep on some background on some people, right? Right now, the Lane Kiffin stuff is taking up all of the oxygen. What if you know you're not going to get Lane Kiffin? What if you're using the Lane Kiffin thing as a giant mirage, a giant what's the word I'm looking for? It's like you're taking people's eye off the ball with this fancy. It's a magic trick. He's
sleight of hand.
A sleight of hand. Yeah, you're distracting with Lane Kiffin so that you can really dig deep on some other people without the media finding out about it. There's a part of me that has wondered if that's not what this is, where Lane Kiffin gives them 3, 4, 5 weeks of cover and lets them go a different direction without everybody knowing about it. Because I'm just using this as an example. Let's say you were really diving deep into Alex Golesh at Florida. You can't hire him until USF season is over. You really don't need that getting out where he's put in a position where he's got to talk about it and maybe say things that he wishes he hadn't said. Right now, nobody's asking anybody else about the Florida job. They're strictly asking Lane and I guess to some extent Eli Drinkwitz. I do wonder if this is a way to keep the real path clean.
Well, I mean, for me, if I'm a player on that team, they talk about Ole Miss's players. Okay, Ole Miss's players are seeing all this stuff. How's it going to affect it? Okay, we're sitting here pumping out Lane Kiffin. Dallas Wilson's going to be in Oxford if they can pay him. I mean, like they can have their if the administration wants them so bad, the players are probably sitting there going, well, I may well just want to go up there. Then you just lose all your players, or they go elsewhere.
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying, but we're in an era now where every single player is a prospective free agent on January the 2nd. And the players who play in the playoffs are free agents for 5 days after their team is eliminated. So I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know that kids think like that right now. In fact, I'm pretty sure they don't. And so I get what you're saying, and that makes rational thought. But again, we're not in a rational. The kids are gonna still this year. The kids are gonna go to the highest bidder.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. This is the last thing, and honestly, I didn't think these words would ever come out of my mouth as an Ole Miss fan, but I feel bad for LSU fans. Like, I told when the Florida job came open, everybody kind of knew it was dysfunctional. They got talent. Like, I mean, it's just been dysfunctional for a while. And I mean, some people, state fans, whatever, just pick at you and say, well, if Kiffin's going to Florida, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And I was like, I don't really see that happening. But if the LSU job comes open, that's the one that's scary. And then they just completely have botched it. I mean, they have botched it. They could have, if they would have put all the resources together, I think they could have got him. They could have pulled him. But they have just completely botched it. But when you mix politics and sports, it usually don't work out too well. So, but that's pretty much all I got. So I'll hang up and listen.
Well, hey, thanks for the call.
Y'all.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.
Can you read Marine's super chat there?
I can. Says you need your readers.
I would need them, and I don't want to put them
Marine
on.
Rebel, thank you. Service and the super chat. Love the fact UF fans don't think money moves betting lines. Had a UF guy today say the reason Lane is now the betting favorite was because someone knows something, not bets being put in for him. Well, yeah, they believe everything is a sign of everything. Lane, they are taking Lane's Twitter to heart.
Yes.
Good luck, guys.
I tried to tell a couple of them you shouldn't do that. That's.
They all think they know better.
Yeah.
No. It's the Auburn thing. No. He'll do the pancake breakfast. He'll say the Pledge of Allegiance with us.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah.
No. He'll understand when it's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Hey, caller, go ahead.
Hey, guys. David from Madison.
Hey, David, what's up, man?
Quick question. Well, actually, I got two questions for you. One's an Ole Miss question and one's a baseball question, since we're all seasoned baseball fans. If the Ole Miss job were to come open and no other SEC jobs come open this year, where does Ole Miss rank in attractiveness, 1 through 5?
I'm a little confused on the question.
If Ole Miss comes open along with the other SEC, where would you rank it in attractiveness out of Ole Miss, Arkansas, LSU, Florida, Auburn?
Got it. I'm sorry. I'm a little slow today.
No less than 2 because of where your expectations are relative to your resources?
Yeah, probably so.
And I'm not 100% sure who's in front. I would, with gritted teeth. I
have a different opinion on this than a lot of people.
Yeah,
I'm,
go ahead.
I'm kind of with you.
Yeah.
Depending on the level of commitment, like there's a part of me, especially if I felt like the commitment that was being discussed was real, I'd rather go to a place that'd been losing than one of these long-term Florida. To me, the Florida, Auburn, LSU jobs would be,
I think Florida's the worst job of the 5, actually.
I agree. Because there's no sign that they're winning. Like LSU's at least won in this era.
Yeah, LSU is still a steamroller if
it gets
together.
You get it going, it's a great job.
Yeah, I can't dismiss LSU.
No. Even with the politics and all the craziness,
whatever.
It's still a really good job.
And if I can win, it's going to be hard, but if I can win 7.5 at Arkansas, I can parlay that bitch into something.
Yeah.
I can get somewhere.
I think that's a sleeper of a job for somebody. Especially if suddenly there's a commitment financially and they're starved to win. If they started to win,
I don't have to go win 11 to get out.
It'd be like people. Hey, look, people forget this about Ole Miss. You guys do remember 17, 18, and 19, right? I mean, it's bad. And then once you start winning, then the excitement builds, and the excitement builds. The money comes, and once the money comes, it becomes this. It gains momentum. You start rolling down the road a lot faster. Right now, Ole Miss is a silver bullet, but it wasn't one 7 years ago. It wasn't at all. I mean, 2019, Ole Miss played Texas A&M in a home game at night, and the place was half full.
It was not.
I mean, so the whole idea of it's always been. No, it hasn't been. This is it's taken some time, and now it's still Ole Miss people have not gotten jaded to winning. They're still winning is fun. I mean, my thing with the Florida job is you're going to get 2 years, and then they're going to turn on you. And I think it might take longer than 2 years to turn that thing around.
Well, the baseball question I had for you is one of the things I love about baseball is when you have a successful team, you always have one or two just dirtbag utility guys. My favorite utility player of all time was Martin Prado. Like, he was good to above average at everything and bad at nothing. I was going to get your opinion on, like, for each one of you, who's your favorite utility guy?
Well, Neal's has been Zobrist.
Yes.
Of all time.
Yes.
I'm not sure it's even within.
Yeah. I mean,
within.
I mean, what a great guy.
I mean, is it just from that one season in playoffs? Is that where we are here?
Well, he won 2 World Series as a kind of a jack of all trades, once in Kansas City and once in Chicago. I mean, pretty damn good.
I don't know why it makes me laugh. I it's funny because Zobrist used to win me fantasy leagues all the time way back in the day because because of the fact you could put him literally anywhere on the diamond. And he seriously, growing up, even though I had no real reason for anything, had him very, very high on my list throughout the days. There's no doubt about that. I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it like that. Trying to pull like some craziness out of Mark Loretta. Back in the day.
That's good.
Sean Figgins up there. I don't know. I don't. There's not like a Brave from my days that just like completely sticks out. Like, I know they've had guys that played all over the place, but those were never one that I was like, hey, that's my dude because of whatever. And it sure as hell ain't Walt Weiss. So it's would be guys I've just sort of picked up through baseball over time. At that point.
Do y'all feel like that's kind of a position, like, Neal has talked a lot about good offensive linemen and how that's going to be it's starting to become a problem. Do you feel like baseball has become so specialized that you just don't have a lot of people that can play 3 or 4 positions anymore?
I mean, yeah, probably, but like Kike Hernandez just played a big role for the Dodgers, and he's kind of played a little bit of everything in his career. I mean, he's made himself very valuable by being incredibly versatile. I mean, I go back and think about like that. In addition to Ben Zobrist, that the Cubs team that won the World Series, that group that won for a while. I mean, before his body broke down on him, Chris Bryant sort of played a little bit everywhere. He played outfield. He played third base. He could play first base. I mean, I think he played shortstop one game. I mean, their versatility has always been valued. I think it's probably more valued now than it maybe has ever been. And now with the guys playing baseball year round, you get more guys that can play multiple positions as opposed to being shoehorned into one spot.
Well, let's take a former Ole Miss guy like Gray Kessinger didn't stick or hasn't stuck because he hasn't hit enough, but he got the opportunities he got because he could play all over the infield.
He could play third. He could play short.
He played some first. Yeah. Like, they brought him up and said, "Hey, we can just Swiss Army knife him and let's see if we get any offense over time."
And he could play the outfield in a pinch.
Yeah. It's not going to kill you. So
right.
I think that they want a few guys that can do those things, but you've got to be able to hit because they just in today's game. It's hit or nothing.
Yeah.
Do y'all think we're about to lose a baseball season?
Neal does.
I do, yeah. I think if you really like Major League Baseball, you better enjoy this year coming up because I think that next season's in real jeopardy. There's some really bad signs right now that a lot of the writers, especially a lot of the fan bloggers, don't see because they're so emotional about their teams. There's some real signs that there's a handful of teams that are kind of clearing their books right now, which is not a great sign. It tells you the owners think there might not be a season, and they're just eliminating everything from the balance sheet.
Oh.
Well, is one of the? Do you think one of the holdups is that people don't recognize how it's? I mean, I know baseball's healthy because the attendance is great, but it's just become such a regional sport. Do you think people are failing to grasp that?
No, I mean, I think what's happened is, frankly, it's just that you've got a really odd media rights package situation. You have the caps unregulated, the way that the salary luxury tax and stuff is set up. The huge markets like New York and LA are making so much money that they don't care. They'll just pay that penalty. And meanwhile, you have markets, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, that come to mind, Tampa, that come to mind immediately, that they simply can't do it. And so you have some teams that are spending hundreds of millions of dollars on payroll, and others are spending 50. And so you have this incredible disparity. And then you have ownership that is trying to do some of the things in Major League Baseball that they do in the NFL, that they do in the NBA, and the players are, at least to this point, they're willing to die on the hill of, we're not going to have a salary cap. It's one of the reasons I have a real question about what's coming with college sports. If you listen to McCready and Siskey today, Tyler and I talked about this. When you propose a pay cut to someone, very rarely does someone go, "Oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea. That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, boss. You should cap my earning potential." Sure. That sounds like a fantastic idea. I mean, for most people, that's a non-starter, right? I mean, if CBS called me today and said, "Hey, here's the deal. You can't make anything more. Now, you can continue to do well, and you can make us more money, but your salary is capped." I'm like, well, why am I signing up for that? And that's what's happening with baseball.
Right.
And so the whole baseball thing is not going to get resolved until they determine who feels the most pain.
What are your thoughts on the Major League Baseball Players Association union?
It's really powerful.
Like,
they march in lockstep,
and they always have.
Yeah, no, it's very, very powerful. And the owners are pretty powerful, coordinated too. And so I think the two are going to stare each other down for a while until someone starts feeling pain.
The players want the management wants the players to hurt because they think they're just oblivious and arrogant and the whole deal.
And they think they'll break.
Yeah.
Because you got to get paid. Like if you're a Major League Baseball player,
and the guy making the minimum, he's getting more pissed off than Shohei.
Well, yeah, and like there's a finite amount of time that you can play, right? Yeah. I mean, you don't see a bunch of 50-year-olds on Major League Baseball fields. I mean, your body gets to a place where you can't perform at that level. Father Time's undefeated. So,
but you feel like the owners would blink first though, because they're eating all the operating costs. Just because they aren't playing, it don't mean they're not don't have a lot of expenses.
Well, they'll cut the organizations down to bare bones, and you're not paying overhead. You don't. I mean, that's who you feel for. Really, is like the people who work at stadiums, the people who work for organizations in jobs that could be cut. I mean, they're going to lose their jobs. People that run stadium operations that make money off of parking or concessions or whatnot. Stadiums are going to sit empty. It's going to go beyond the players and the owners that hurt, and maybe they get it resolved. But I've yet to see anyone that I view reputable say that they're confident there's not going to be a stoppage.
And it took so long to come back from '94. I mean, if it hadn't been for McGuire and Sosa, I mean, they were a huge part of it coming back.
And it's still not exactly the same. I mean, I've said this before. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but when I was a kid, baseball was a national sport. Everyone knew who everyone was. I mean, I lived in Ruston, Louisiana, and we could tell you the Dodgers lineup, man. the Yankees lineup, the
Yeah.
Red Sox, the Royals, the Astros. I mean,
We memorized all the batting stances. We would go
Yeah.
through the box scores, and you play your
Yeah.
wiffle ball game or your tennis ball game
Yep.
outside or whatever, and you had all the batting stances.
and you're younger than me, see?
yeah,
and
yeah.
so-
We did that.
Yeah, and so that
Well, you
that day's
you
changed.
watch baseball tonight. You watch baseball tonight when you go to bed, and watch it when you get up in the morning.
Yeah,
before you
this
go to
week in
school.
baseball, you're watching the Cubs and the Braves and the White Sox and all the games on, and you knew the White Sox
Well, I
guy
tell you
did
one
the
of the
you can put
things-
it on the board thing and all that, and that was your teams.
You can put it on the board. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things I thought was fascinating. I'm 49, so grew up diehard Braves fan. Used to watch the Cubs in the afternoon, Braves at 6:30, baseball practice in between. But I'd watch ESPN and Baseball Tonight. Well, you guys know you had the Braves and the Cubs on the two super stations, and then for a long time you just had the NBC game of the week,
Mm-hmm.
and it usually involved the Dodgers or the Cardinals or some combination of that. Well, then when ESPN got the baseball package, I'd watched baseball my whole life and had never seen a pitch of the Cleveland Indians, Seattle Mariners, or Texas Rangers ever, because they didn't play the Braves, and they were, those franchises weren't that great in the 80s, so they were never, on the game of the week. And I just remember I still knew all the people on the team, Jim Thome, Albert Bell, or Joey Bell, as I like to call him.
Yeah.
And it was just fascinating the first time, because you'd watch Cleveland play and you're like, oh, they're terrible, but I've never seen them play. And I just thought that was a great time to be a baseball fan when ESPN took that on, and you had real national games and more than just one to choose from. But I'll let you guys go. Appreciate everything you do, and y'all have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Appreciate the call.
Take care.
I
Watching the.
I haven't watched NFL in 2 weeks.
Have you not?
No, I've just been busy, and then I haven't watched, and so I feel like I'm sort of out of touch with what's happening.
We got some decent games this weekend. Raiders, Broncos tonight. Not one of those, but
Might be Max Crosby's last game with the Raiders.
oh,
Might. Hold on, caller. I'm trying to get to you. Hey, caller, go ahead.
Hey guys, Clark in Knoxville, Tennessee. How y'all doing?
What's up, Clark? How are you?
Not too bad, man. Got a quick baseball story since we're talking about it.
Okay.
My name's obviously Clark. Got a daughter named Addison.
Okay.
You might be able to guess who I'm a fan of.
Go Cubs. Yep.
Go Cubs, go. I was at the 2000 All-Star game in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a Sammy Sosa guy. My brother's a Ken Griffey guy. And they faced off in the home run derby.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We were there. They were the final two. We were there. We stayed at the hotel with them all. And we saw Sammy with the trophy, and he's sitting there, and he's signing autographs. I didn't get one. And he gets in the car, rolls up his window, and my mom's sitting there like pointing at me, saying, he's your biggest fan. He's your biggest fan. Please sign it. He rolls down the window, takes my hat, and signs it, and I got it framed up in my room right now.
Oh, how about that? That's a cool story.
good job, Mom.
It was cool. I was 8 years old.
Oh, how about that?
That's a perfect game.
That's
to see
the
that
story.
work, too.
That's awesome.
That's like right there.
Yeah. That was like in
I mean, hooked.
2017.
Hooked ever since.
2016 or 2017, we went to the Cubs convention. I guess it was 2017.
Was it
They had
December?
just won it.
Yep.
They had just won it. So it's January.
So it was winter
Oh, I
16
remember.
into
so
17.
January of 17, we went to the Cubs convention, and we stayed at the Sheraton. And we were walking downstairs. We got there. It was the Thursday night. Yeah, we were there Thursday night because it started on Friday. And we were walking down to go get dinner somewhere, and Ron Coomer, the Cubs broadcaster, was in the lobby, and Carson, of course, was, I guess, 10 years old at the time. He recognized him, and he said, "Hi, Mr. Coomer," and Ron Coomer had just been attacked by a bunch of boys who were yelling Ron, sign this, Ron, sign this. And he was clearly appreciative of being treated
Slowly
as an adult,
talked
to, and called Mr. Coomer. And he shook Carson's hand, and Carson introduced himself. And that was the end of it. And we're walking away, and I hear Ron Coomer yell, "Carson!" And we turn around, and he said, "Do you want to put my ring on?" He had the Cubs World Series ring, and that was really cool. Carson got his picture taken with Ron Coomer's ring, and all that. That was like a really fun moment.
It's the best, man. It's the best.
Coomer, is he still?
Yeah, he's still there. He's still there.
Oh yeah,
not play by play.
Color guy.
Color guy. He's with
Pat
Hughes. Yeah.
I probably listen to, I don't know, 120 games a year. I'm still one of the crazy ones.
I'm the same way.
Baseball on the radio is awesome.
It might be the one thing that kind of keeps my fandom alive, really, is that I still really enjoy passing the time with Pat and Ron.
How much longer is Pat going to do it?
I don't know. Probably not a whole lot.
He's probably
longer.
about 70-ish.
No, seems like they're kind of easing him out with that other guy.
He took Zach Zaidman. He took a lot of time off this year.
Yeah.
And Zaidman grew on me, but I always loved the Pat and Ron when they did it together. It was fun.
They're just so good. Hey Chase, where'd you get that hat? Is that an Ole Miss hat?
HobieDryGoods.com.
Yeah, it is.
That is where you got
there
that.
You go.
McCready over here threw it at me one day, and it's got the script on it. So we're
HOVI drygoods.com. You should go check out they got a really good Ole Miss collection.
They got a blue one too.
Yeah, if you've got friends in your life, family in your life that Mississippi State, LSU.
They got a Vanderbilt one Neal's going to wear on Saturday.
Yep.
It's got the anchor on it.
Yeah, I'm wearing my Vanderbilt one.
Is it similar to American Needle or Imperial? You ever had one of those?
It's not far off of the Imperial ropes, but I actually like it better because of the sort of the ventilation on the back side of it. But yeah, similar.
I got you.
Uh-huh.
Well, hey, I got a really simple question, and it is, nobody's talking about it. We're talking about Lane and everything. How good is our football team? We're ranked sixth. We're ranked sixth, and it hasn't always been pretty. Mm-hmm. Our defense has some holes. Trinidad does Trinidad's thing. He's got his limitations. But you look around the country, and everybody else has issues too.
Yeah.
Save for Ohio State, maybe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Oklahoma game turned me a little bit. And I was in Neyland this weekend watching Oklahoma's defense against Tennessee's pretty damn good offense. And I don't know. I mean, we can win a game or two.
Sure.
You do three things really well. You run the football because of Lacey.
Mm-hmm.
The line's gotten better.
Which we didn't have last year.
Don't turn it over a ton. Yeah. Chambliss, for all his whatever, does not turn the ball over much.
Yeah.
And you don't freak out in close games. And those are three very valuable things.
No, I think I wrote this.
Things we didn't do last year.
I wrote this a week ago, or I don't remember. I mean, I think Ole Miss is in a handful of teams that could get bounced in the first round and that could go to the third round. I mean, nothing. If Ole Miss played, here's the thing: if they can stay where they are, or if they're the 5 or the 6, I kind of love their chances to get to the January 1 games, because you're going to play either a group of 5 or probably that ACC champ. And you're going to be a prohibitive favorite at home against them. I mean, I think if Ole Miss and Notre Dame played each other, Notre Dame could beat Ole Miss. Ole Miss could beat Notre Dame. I kind of think same with like Ole Miss and Texas, for example. I mean, that game could go either way.
Yeah. I'll take my chances if we get there.
Oh, of course.
See what happens.
Yeah, the only team that if I saw them lined up against Ole Miss today, I would go, this isn't happening. I don't think Ole Miss matches up well with Ohio State at all.
No.
Oh,
and no
secondary against those receivers?
I just don't like that. But Ohio State very well might just be the best team.
You just look for a way to sign it in blood for you to play Virginia in the first round, and I like your chances.
100%. 100%. Cool. Cool. Well, it's my wife's birthday. I'm on the grill, drinking a little bourbon.
Oh, there you go.
Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good night.
Yep, thank you.
Good night.
Enjoy. Bijan Robinson's quite good. He can play.
He is quite good. Hey, who do we have?
This is Evan from Texas.
What's up, Evan?
I just wanted to talk about some big picture playoff stuff going forward because we're looking at the ACC and the Big 12 being one-bid leagues, and I don't think that that's sustainable for them as far as wanting to recruit players to come there, knowing that they're going to go to a league that's only going to get one bid, and they pretty much have to win their conference championship in order to recruit at the top level.
I think it's going to make it harder for them to keep good coaches than it is to get players. The players will be about money. The coaches will be about how hard it is to make the playoffs.
Yeah, what is the access?
Yeah, I agree with that as well. That makes sense, but it just seems like the top end talent, no matter the money, if they want to play somewhere else, coaching, players, staff, everybody is going to dry up at all these schools, the Texas Techs of the world and everywhere else. I think that's the big reason Tyler's saying that we need to break away.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be better for the group of five and everyone else.
I just don't. No one, Tyler included.
That doesn't seem to have an appetite right now.
No one's been able to explain to me exactly how that works, other than privatizing. And I don't know. There's a real reluctance among some college administrators to go admit the quiet part out loud that these aren't students anymore; these are employees, basically. And I just think I don't think we're there yet. Maybe we get there. Maybe Tyler and others are right that this is coming right around the corner, but I'm kind of like Chase. I don't sense that everybody's.
There doesn't seem to be a lot of push.
I don't think everybody's starving for that just yet. Like it's kind of like, yeah, maybe they're in the restaurant, but they're not particularly hungry at all, and they're not. No one's ordering that. No one's ordering the big entree, and that is a big entree. That's the entree you eat when you're starving.
We're doing tapas.
If that. I'm not even sure we're doing tapas. I think we're having a cocktail and maybe
peanuts.
Maybe having a couple of those little peanuts over there or something. Yeah.
I think it's going to brew for 10 years or however long, but eventually, with all the coaches and players and everyone else flocking to the Big Ten and the SEC, I think that eventually it's going to blow up because the Big 12 and the ACC are going to swallow their pride and realize that they're not able to keep up. They're going to go into these playoff games and get blown out, and they're never going to be national contenders anymore.
Yeah, I think it's all going to depend on money.
A lot of ego swallowing there.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that. And, what kind of TV deals can they get? They're the Big 12 commissioner, Yormack, is really good, seems to know what he's doing. We'll see. I mean, I think it's just going to be a minute before we have a full grasp of, look, this is only the second year of the CFP in this format. Like, what does it look like? What does it look like going forward? What are the numbers? What's the financial commitment moving forward? How much money is there, et cetera? I just don't know that. I don't know that all the evidence is in yet for us to send this thing to the jury.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends, Tech fans, and watching games with them, just they're not on the same level. Like they're nowhere near close. I think that if they play one of these top level SEC schools, Alabama, Georgia, I think that you're going to have a multiple score betting line on those, especially on neutral site or home games.
Maybe so. I mean, I think we're there. I just don't know how long. I think we're going to get there. I just don't know how soon we're going to get there. We seem like we're going in steps here, and that's jumping up a few from the moment. I mean, we're all moving that direction. I mean, you heard Walker Jones say we're going to privatize. I mean, he came on the podcast, said that last week. But it feels like we're not imminent, I guess, is where I'm falling on that at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. It's going to happen in the future someday, but it's going to be – I don't know how it's going to work out. There's going to be people that are a lot smarter than me to figure that out.
A lot smarter than all of us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for
All right, that's all I had.
Yep.
Thanks for the call.
Hey, thanks, bud. Thanks, Evan.
I'm glad I don't have to do those kind of shows.
When you can do a Saints note and the answer is 1981 Dave Wilson, you know the season's going really well for you. That's how you know that it's rolling.
That's a name from the past.
Yeah. First quarterback since Billy Joe Tolliver to Saints, the only franchise in history that had two Billy Joes starting quarterback in the same season between him and Billy Joe Hobart.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah. Steve Walsh, quarterback.
Oh, I remember Steve Walsh.
Actually, I liked him. He was my boy for a minute. Yeah, he was okay.
Yeah. There was a time.
Wideout Eric Martin, Dalton Hilliard.
Yeah, there's a time.
Craig Hayward.
There was a time people thought Steve Walsh was going to be a stud.
Yeah.
Hey, who do we have?
Hey, guys, it's Austin.
Hey, Austin, what's up, man?
I promise y'all I will not ask y'all one question about coaching or who's going where, who's doing what. I actually want to ask a different question, and it's kind of a serious one.
All right.
I'm going to ask you both this, kind of fill in the gaps with what you think. Serious question with everything that went down on Tuesday night. If you had to guess what New York City looks like in 5 years, what would you guess it looks like?
A degree of chaos. If indeed he does all of the things that he says he's going to do, if indeed he's able to push those things through that he's allowed to do, that Trump follows through on his threat, for lack of a better word, to really cut federal funding to the city to the bare minimum amounts. If he really tries to raise the tax levels that high, he'll run business out of there. He'll run money out of there. It'll go badly, and then they'll get to a place where you'll have enough civic unrest that people are uncomfortable, and at that point, they'll have to correct. Look, socialism doesn't work. It's not going to work in New York City either.
For 1,000 different mechanical reasons, in addition to everything else, like our system is not set up for that. That is literally not how it works. Everything Neal said makes complete sense. I'm not overly educated on this beyond the obvious, but yeah, that would be the markers for what that seems like to me, for sure.
And if you destabilize a city like that one, that is an international city.
That's the thing.
If you destabilize a city like that one where people don't feel safe coming there, then they won't go as often. And now you're impacting everything. He is proposing a system that is utopian in a city that is not anywhere close to set up for utopia. Not that any place is.
City, country, world system.
Just doesn't make, New York is a place where, for the most part, people go because they're chasing dreams or because they're at the top of their field. They're at the top of the corporate world. They're working for
it's a city built on achievement, and
you're de-emphasizing achievement, and it doesn't work. It won't work. Bottom line.
Can I just ask a follow-up to that real quick? Like, at what point, New York is obviously, if you ask anybody born in a foreign nation, name a city in America, odds are they're going to say New York.
Yeah.
Or LA, either one.
Mm-hmm.
When did we as a country get to a place where, and Neal, I know that there's not a lot of difference between socialism and communism, but this guy's a straight-up communist, self-admitted.
Yeah.
And when did we as a society get to a place where we said, you know what, this system that has never worked in the history of mankind, this is exactly what we need? What exactly got us to this point? What do you think? Where do you think that went wrong?
It's team politics times 1,000. Where the first little kernel of sand, grain of sand, I don't know, but it's that there's a step process to this. He became my guy because he's against that guy I hate.
Yeah.
So I don't really care even what his policies are to some extent. I just care that he's my guy because he's against that guy. And when we decided debate was bad, when we decided that team politics would run everything in our political systems, then we operated in this place that allowed for this type of situation to even take hold, because it didn't become about the content anymore at all. It simply became about somebody who could generate favor among the likely voters of that side. And then once that happens, the rest is just noise. It really doesn't even matter what the policies are or what the book looks like. He's just my dude, and that's all that matters at that point.
And I agree with every word of that. And it's when we got away from embracing meritocracy. And we're there as a society. We don't like to truly emphasize being competitive, wanting to win, pursuing excellence. We want to tell people when they're just mediocre that no, that's good enough. That was not always the case in our country going way back. And I think there's some other things too. I mean, there's a lot there, right? I mean, but it's systemic, it's social, it's everything. I mean, you know, you can look at pictures of Americans in the 1950s and look at pictures of Americans today, and there's a pretty stark difference. And then I think, not to get like super political here, but Josh Hendrickson talks about this all the time. There was a time not so long ago when people came to America because they wanted to be Americans. They wanted to facilitate into our country. They wanted to embrace the things that were American. And that has gone away. Now you have people that are coming to our country with the stated goal of completely eradicating Western civilization and the values and goals and things that are associated with it. And that's basically a declaration of violence.
Yeah.
And people voted for it. I mean, he won a fair election. No one has accused that election of being fixed or rigged or anything. He won, and we got big turnout, twice the turnout of the 2021 election. It's a remarkable statement. So I don't know all the answers to that, but the eyes of the world will be watching New York now. He's a 34-year-old man with very little managerial experience at all. I mean, now he's in charge of one of the
most powerful cities in the world.
Yeah, one of the most known, powerful, diverse,
very complicated cities
in the world. Yeah. Good luck.
I'd highly recommend everybody. I know I said this in the chat yesterday on the Josh Hendrickson show, but if you or Neal, or just in general, if anybody has not watched, I know it's been 5 years now, but in 2020, Maximo Alvarez, the guy who's made his billions, I think, in oil and gas, he's a Cuban migrant from Cuba. And his speech about the warnings of communism and socialism, that just fast forward now 5 years to where we're at. Like it'll send chills down your spine. I'd highly recommend giving it a watch. Between, and this is kind of where I'll leave off, between the mid 2010s and late 2010s rise of like Bernie Sanders and AOC and the Squad, and now you've got this guy in New York. I think it's fair to ask this question: do you guys see this movement taking ultimate power, like from a presidential standpoint, within the next decade or so?
No, not doing that. And I don't. I look, for all of Bernie's whatever, I'm having a hard time putting him exactly in the same category as this guy. That's frankly unfair to Bernie Sanders. No, what Bernie did was captivate young people to some extent in his own way at the time.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we nationally are in an electoral college danger of that in the next decade at all. I don't think that's the case.
I don't either.
Hope you guys are right. I'll let you go.
Yeah,
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks, Austin.
All right, we're past the 2-hour mark. We're gonna shut her down. We got a big weekend ahead. Ole Miss basketball tomorrow night. Ole Miss and ULM 6:30 at the Pavilion. I'll have coverage of that after the game. Ole Miss and the Citadel in football at noon on Saturday. I'll have coverage along with Tyler Comas at Rebels 24/7. Chase Parham here will be hosting the MPW Digital postgame show presented by Realtree. Probably starting, hopefully 3:10, 3:15, somewhere in there. That sounds like a plan.
That would be awesome.
That would be great. We'll cheer for that. Someone said that Citadel likes to eat clock, and I'm like, hey.
That's why Wofford is Neal's favorite football team.
I love me. Hey, Citadel, you have a chance to take over that spot on Saturday. So we'll have coverage. We'll have the show. We'll have some fun. We'll watch some of the other games. We got Auburn and Vanderbilt at that hour. Oregon at Iowa at that hour. And, of course, we'll talk about the Ole Miss game and a weird week to come in all likelihood with Florida heading to Oxford next Saturday. So for Chase Parham, I'm Neal McCready. Again, thanks to the people at Comer Heating and Air, Southern Air Conditioning and Heating for sponsoring the show each and every week. Really appreciate them. Appreciate you guys as well. Talk to you again soon. Bye.